Have you ever felt like decluttering clothes from your wardrobe, but at the same time, it feels wrong to let go of them? What if I told you those forgotten pieces could become something trendy, something totally Gen Z? In today's video, we are turning old clothes into fashion-forward pieces you will actually want to wear. Welcome back to Scrap to Fab, where we turn scraps into something fabulous. Let's get started! For this tutorial, you will need the following materials: a vest and a jort from your wardrobe. This is optional. You can use any clothes you already have, just pick pieces you think could use an upgrade. Fabric scraps, needle and thread, scissors, pins, fabric glue, this is optional as well, and a pattern or stencil for the shape or design you want. For this tutorial, we'll be using a vest as our base. Next, get your fabric scraps ready. You can also cut them beforehand, so it's easier to arrange everything later. Then, start placing the fabric pieces on your base. Play around with different layouts. It can be random, layered, or symmetrical depending on your style. Once you're happy with the arrangement, secure each piece using pins to keep everything in place while you sew. After that, thread your needle and start sewing each patch onto the vest. You can use simple running stitch or a back stitch for better hold. And again, take your time and make sure the edges are secured so the patches don't lift or fray over time. Finally, remove the pins, trim any excess threads, and check for any loose stitches to make sure that everything is secure. Some of the shiny stones glued to the top of the vest had started falling off, so I'm adding buttons there to cover the gaps. And there you have it, your custom patchwork vest, totally unique and fashion-forward. Now that the vest is done, let's move on to the jorts. Lay your jorts or any bottom piece you're using flat on a clean surface and smooth out any wrinkles so it's easier to work with. Next, get your fabric scraps ready. Cut your shapes on a piece of paper, then trace that on your fabric using a chalk. Leave a small allowance, then you can start cutting your shapes. Cutting them beforehand can make it much easier to arrange them on your clothes. Now here's the great part. The process for the jorts is almost exactly the same as the vest. Start placing your fabric pieces onto the jorts. You can cover the pockets, hem, or even random sections for a fun Gen Z inspired look. Play around with placement until you're happy with the design. Once you're satisfied with your layout, pin each patch in place to keep everything from shifting while you sew. Thread your needle and begin stitching the patches onto the jorts. Use a running stitch or back stitch, whichever feels comfortable. Take your time to secure the edges so nothing lifts or frays. Finally, remove the pins, trim any excess threads, and double check your stitches. And just like that, your jort is transformed into a unique patchwork statement piece. Fun and bearable for you and your friends to try. Now you're done! Your look is complete. Go ahead and give yourself a little pat because you just turned old forgotten clothes into something totally fabulous. I hope this tutorial inspires you to start upcycling your clothes and turning them into something you actually love. Thanks for watching. If this tutorial helps you, kindly give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with anyone who might like it. And of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, bye!